Good morning, all. Today is 2/23/22, and I have decided to start making videos because I've been drawn to do it for a while now, so I'm just going to do it. And because of the fact that I get all this information and I write it down, and I hate to read and I hate to write, so why not just make videos? So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So what was going on today and this morning that was coming to me was talking about saving yourself and fixing yourself and doing for yourself first. And yes, that's very true. We do need to do that. But let's just go back to the story of if someone is drowning, what do? You don't really save yourself first, do you? You put your life jacket on, correct? And then you go help that other person and you get out of the water and you save each other together. So this lifetime, yes, is about working on ourselves, yes, but we are also to be in service to others. And that doesn't mean service. That doesn't mean you have to work hard on others. I mean, for example, if I work on myself for 7 hours a day, then I'll work on other people for an hour. And you don't even have to do that. It doesn't have to be like that. All you have to do is hold the light. Hold the optimism. Be as happy as you can. And if you can't be happy, then fake it. I mean, the mind is so incredible. You can fake so many things in your mind to make yourself think that you're happy. And if you just continually do different things like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. It just takes a little bit, just a few minutes to change the way you feel. It can be that simple. It can be affirmations. Do you realize how wonderful we really are? Have we had a messed up life? And do we have messed up things going on? Yes. But the human vessel itself, how intricate it is and how it works is amazing. I don't care what the scientists say. The scientists didn't create us. I mean, all the different things and how they work in our body is amazing. So hold the light. Shine your light. You're amazing. We are all amazing. And how do you shine your light? How do you be as happy as you can? When you can? When things start to irritate you, don't let them. And is that hard? Oh, yeah, it's hard. But if you're the type of person that can just say, oh, I'm getting irritated at my boss, and then you can just stop being irritated, that's great. Or, oh, my mate is pissing me off, and just stop, that's great. If you can come back to the oneness on your own, which is wonderful, which a lot of people can't do, that's great. So how do you do it? What do you resonate with? If somebody pisses you off or something pisses you off, are you a music person? Do you turn on the music and start singing and dancing? Because that's me. You just start singing and dancing. Be happy. What makes you happy? Reading a book? Getting caught up in a fantasy? And thinking about different things? What resonates with you? You have to... Painting? Painting. Be creative. Draw. Do the things that make you happy every day, all day, as much as you can. That's how you do it. And when we can all get happier with ourselves, then other people will see that. All it takes is one smile to change maybe 10 people's lives in one day. You smile at one person and they might be happy for the day and they might smile at 9 other people. Do you realize how much you can really change the world? You know, we talk about the negativity so often. You know, I was in the restaurant business and you get one bad customer that goes and tells 10 bad customers and then you don't have customers anymore. You know, we always think about the negativity. This world is made up of negativity. We are supposed to be loving each other. Why are we even thinking like that? Being positive all day, every day is the goal. And the real goal, why are we here? To love ourselves and love everybody else unconditionally. Is that hard? Oh my God. Is that hard? Super hard. And I didn't know that I didn't love myself, forgive myself, and all that bullshit that goes along with that. I just thought I was mad at everybody else in the world and all the people that wronged me, and I just thought I had to work on that stuff. No. Mm-mm. But hey, when you forgive others, you're really helping yourself. When you hold on to all the bullshit and the baggage and the demons, I don't care who you are or how you want to say it or what religion you are, when you hold on to the shit, you're just hurting yourself. When you hold grudges, you're just hurting yourself. This world is wonderful. Do we see that? No, we don't see that. Am I finally starting to realize it and understand it? Oh, yeah. Am I starting to see different and weird things? And oh, yeah. Because finally, I'm loving myself. Did I think I loved myself? Oh my gosh, yes, I thought that. I mean, I never thought I was a great person, but I always thought I was a good person and nice and all that stuff that goes along with that. And I thought I liked myself, but no. Society gets us from the beginning. The beginning. From birth. I mean, we don't get a chance to know who we are because everybody else is too busy telling us from the time we're born. God love everybody, because I do. But your parents shape you, tell you what you can do, what you can't do, tell you can't be magical, maybe, I don't know. My mom would never say that. But I'm just saying, how many kids, and you think about it, when your kids were little and your kids came up to you and told you they had powers and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. But they really did. I mean, look at them from age, let's say, till they're 4 at least. They talk about some magical stuff, don't they? They talk about some real knowing, don't they? Like they just know some stuff. Is it past life stuff? Is it, are they in the oneness? I mean, are they still hanging out with God every night? You know. Watch the children. Look at the children. Talk to the children. Don't just say that can't happen, this can't happen. That's not true, that didn't happen. My granddaughter talks about a whole other family she has. Do I believe her? Oh, yeah. This lifetime, last lifetime, are all timelines running together? Is she doing it in her dreams? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't have a clue. I'm still trying to learn myself. But I believe her. I got off on a tangent. I do those things. Back to where I was. The only thing we have to do is hold the light. Be happy. Get back to being a child. However you need to do that. You're going to see me start skipping in Walmart like I'm a kid. I mean, so what? Why can't we skip around and dance around and laugh and have fun like we did in the stores and everywhere we went when we were kids? I'm not talking about being immature and irresponsible. So don't go there on that one. But how much more happy were you when you were a child? And if you weren't, why weren't you? And that's the stuff to work on. It's okay. And how do you work on that? How do you work on your baggage? Well, first thing I do every morning is chakra balancing. Turn on some, excuse me if I talk about other people and other people's videos, because I do a lot of YouTubing. So props to the YouTubers, because I don't like to read. But, chakra balancing and meditative mind has a lot of chakra balancing. Scott gets up every morning, gets ready for work. It's 20 minutes. He gets ready for work to his 7 chakras, chakra balancing, because he goes into a factory where there's drama. I mean, a lot of work is full of drama. Listen to the chakra balancing every morning on the way to work, on your drive. Pandora's got solfeggio. Solfeggio. That's what you're looking for. SOL. Solfeggio. It's great. But me, myself, I listen to an hour. And then what do? Because I sit home all day and work on myself for 6 to 8 hours a day. Mantras. Musical mantras. I listen to those. There's so much. People say they're bored. How do you get bored if you work on yourself every day? How do you get bored if you're talking to God every day and he talks back? How is that boring? I might watch a show. Not usually. There's too many things to work on. There's too many things to learn about this awakening process. There's a lot going on. And right now, all the powers that be and the energies are out there to help us. I mean, this is a mass awakening time. Mass. Never has this happened. And what's going to happen? I don't know. You can watch all the videos you want to watch and they tell you all these different things. 2 years ago, what they told me was, we got to start eating just fruits and vegetables because our bodies are going to change. And then after that, we're just going to have liquids because our bodies are going to change. And then after that, we're going to live off of sunlight because we're not going to have the physical bodies. Now, how long that's going to take, I don't know. In the videos, it says not everybody, is going to necessarily awaken at the same time. So if you're in the 4D, I'm guessing it's pretty much like we are in the 3D, but we're just a heck of a lot happier because we're more awake and we still have the physical bodies. And, can we perform these miracles and things like Jesus did? Are we partially to Christ consciousness, or is 4D Christ consciousness and 5D is something totally different? I really don't know. And I really don't care. Is all of this the Matrix? Yes. 100%. Are we all God? Yes. 100%. And how that works? I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. Is it like supernatural? And God's just writing a book? And we're just in a big movie? Which is cool. Whatever. Because none of it's real. All the bad things that happen to us, it's not real. None of it really happened. And you're going to see that time just starts going faster and faster, and things, it's all weird. It's all weird. But it's all cool. And if you have those blissful days where you're in the oneness, oh my gosh. Let me tell you, even if it's for 2 seconds, it's like anything and everything, the most comfort and loving you could imagine at one time. So the love from your parents and the love from a mate and brothers and sisters and family and being cuddled up in the bed with warm covers and just feeling oh so wonderful, and having hot chocolate on a cold winter's night, and just chocolate in general, and flowers, the smell of flowers. I mean, anything you could think of that's warm and fuzzy the bliss is just amazing. I mean, it's no wonder that people do drugs and try to achieve that, because that's where we're trying to get to, because that's where we're from. The oneness, the I am, we're all the same. I am you and you are me. When I'm putting my life jacket on to save your life, I'm saving myself. Right? When I'm mad at you and you're pissing me off, I'm pissed off at myself. Right? Because everything comes down to loving yourself. Why do you get angry at others? Because you don't love yourself. Your husband left the sock on the floor for the umpteenth millionth time. Why do you care? Why are you mad? Tell him to pick it up. Make him pick it up. Leave it sit there till he gets home from work, whatever, if you're sick of it. Change the way you do things, but don't get mad. Why are you mad? Because it's something inside yourself that you're mad at. So that's for you to find. What are you not forgiving yourself for? Well, you made all these mistakes in life? No, you didn't. Hate to tell you. There are no mistakes. There are no coincidences. You wrote your whole story before you came because you're God. You wanted to do all the drama and all the bullshit just because. Because other than that, you're just consciousness floating around in nobody. You want to experience, and you have to experience the bad with the good. You have to. Would you enjoy life as much if it was great all the time? If you were spoon-fed and rich, would you enjoy it every single day? I mean, look at all the rich people. They don't even enjoy it. But have you been poor? I mean, my poor story when I was growing up was nothing in the kitchen. Mom's at work. She works 2 jobs, and I'm looking for some food. I grab a pot. I'm about 12 years old. V8 juice, spinach, and potatoes. And I made some soup. Right? But those are good times. When I was little, food stamps were food stamps. You go to the store, you get your food you need, you get 75 cents back in change, and you go to the Empire. Get a slice of pie for 75 cents. Yes. We were poor, but fun. It was fun. I had great friends. 2 best friends, Sue and Susie. We had fun. My kids will tell you. Their poor times were, you pull up McDonald's, you got $2 to spend. You figure out what you want for $2. You want a hamburger and fry, you want chicken and nuggets and fry, you want a hamburger and chicken nuggets. That's your dinner. But they were happy. It's fast food, shit. But poor. But who cares? I hate to tell you, but you can't take the materialistic shit with you. And you're probably not taking it into the 5D, and you probably don't want to because you ain't going to care about it no more. You got to start getting rid of all your stuff. If life is showing you to start downsizing, getting rid of clothes, getting rid of junk, you might be getting ready to move up. So do it. Get rid of your shit. Off on a tangent again. It happens like this. Shit just comes through, wants me to just talk about stuff. It's going to be all right, guys. We're all going to make it. Maybe not at the same time, but this world is going to change. And it's going to change very fast, very soon. So if you want to roll with it and you want to go back to the Garden of Eden, then hold the light. Be positive. As much as you can. And when you can't, go do something else. Get rid of that darkness. Your boyfriend breaks up with you. Don't just sit there and cry. Who cares? You got you. You know, my whole life I thought I was searching for not the perfect man, but the perfect man for me. You start working on yourself, you realize you weren't really looking for a mate. You're looking for yourself. Because you don't love yourself. So when I started loving myself, then I was like, I don't really have to have a relationship. I mean, I'm in one. I love my man, but you know what I mean? You don't have to have romantic relationships. I mean, my mom would have told you that a long time ago. And some people would have thought she was crazy, and I just thought she was just not dealing with the drama and the stress. But you know what? When you really start loving yourself, quit letting other people treat you like shit. I mean, you can love everybody and not want to be around them. You can love everybody unconditionally. You ain't got to be around them. You can love your mother and your father, but their energy is so low and they're just crappy that you don't want to be around them. It's okay. It's time to separate now. It's time to start finding the people that want to change the world and love everybody. You think the COVID didn't come for a reason? I don't care about the conspiracy stuff. I don't care about that shit. I ain't in the 3D. The reason for the COVID is for people to go so they can come back to the new earth and be happy in a better place. That's one part of it. That's why you see so many people, but especially the older people, they're sick of this shit. Oh my God. Can you imagine if you had a fucked up life for your whole life? My bad. You know? What if it started from birth? What if you got molested by mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, friends, cousins, whatever? And it started in the beginning. You already don't like yourself, and here you are just young. Right? And then, doesn't matter if you're a girl or a guy, you get rejected when you start wanting to have girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever. Not really till junior high mostly. I mean, but, you know, you pretend, oh, we're going out in third grade or whatever. But if you get rejected, you already have that other shit going on inside of you, right? Then there's some more. So you're always rejected by the opposite sex for your whole life, right? And then you start to eat because you're looking for something inside yourself. So then you start gaining weight. And then sometimes people don't even make fun of you. You make fun of yourself because of what society does. TV. You got to be thin. You got to look good. You got to whatever. We are shaped from the beginning. But if you can realize that and start to see, then you can change it. Right? If you can start to see how others look at you and how others love you, how God loves you, start looking through other eyes. You're wonderful. We are wonderful. There are so many reasons to find joy and happiness in every day. And if you have trouble, like I said, if the other things don't work, I totally suggest, and if you don't meditate and need to learn how, I totally suggest that you start with guided meditations. And there are so many good people out there. Again, I'm going to mention names because I love everybody on YouTube. So here we go. Sri Akashna, Eric Ho. I think he's under Master on YouTube. And he has a weight loss meditation that I really love to do before vacations and things. But from the beginning, I realized it is not just about weight loss. I mean, it really takes you other places. And if you're an experienced, he's got another one that's an energy portal. I take off and go other places. I mean, he takes me into a oneness. And, I'll come in and out because I'm hearing him and whatever. And I've listened to it many, many times. But he's great. My daughter loves him. I mean, he's good. Sadhguru is really good. He has a lot of great things to say. I enjoy listening to him. He's got some chanting and singing, and he has so much. And he's got a place in Tennessee. If it wasn't in McMinnville, we stayed in McMinnville, Tennessee, and went to it. It was cool, but I want to go to India. It wasn't, I didn't feel like I had enough of his energy there, but it was a cool place to be. And, just to see when, he makes the videos, and, he's just cool. He's just a cool, I can't even say a being. He's an energy. I mean, it's good. And it's interesting. I'll tell you a story right quick. My granddaughter, when she was one-ish or so, they had come in one day, and we were listening to him singing, and she came in and started doing yoga. And I don't do yoga, and nobody did yoga. And I'm like, what the heck is she doing? And she just kept doing it. And I said, do you know him? And she said, yeah, that's Jaja. And I'm like, okay, that's Jaja. So past life timelines are all running together now. Our energies are together in the oneness. I don't care what you say. Now she's a little bit older. She's 3 now. And she doesn't know him as much now. That's why I go back to saying when they're little, they know all this. They're in the oneness. But great. Muji Baba. Did I say Muji Baba? Muji Baba is probably... He's so inspiring. Muji. I just have to meet Muji. I want to meet everybody, but his energy is just... It's pure love. It really is. I mean, it's just amazing. I don't even know how to explain it. You just have to watch him. But there's so many. I mean, there's different people and whatever. But yeah, if you just already meditate and you know how to meditate on your own, I suggest turning on tones, solfeggio. I've got a great storm that I listen to. It says it's not very relaxing on YouTube, but it's got a couple different solfeggio tones in it, and it's a dark screen. So first thing in the morning, I like to keep things dark because it kind of keeps me... I think we go somewhere else when we're sleeping. I don't think we just have dreams. I think they're real. Like, I think we go somewhere else. And if you just kind of keep it a little darker in the morning when you start your morning, like I said, I listen to tones, and then I get into the meditations and stuff, or, something will start talking to me or whatever will go on. But if I keep it darker, it just seems like, not sure what the cat's doing. She's doing something weird. It just keeps you more in the oneness and everything. So, yeah. So tones. And there's great tarot readers. I listen to some good tarot readers too, but I don't get into, how do I explain this? If it doesn't resonate in the first couple words that somebody says to you, then turn it off, because it may not be for you. And you don't want to get into just watching videos either. You know what I mean? Don't substitute watching videos of everybody talk and what's going on. And I mean, I do watch different videos of what's going on in the world and the energies and things like that, but don't just sit and replace that with watching TV or any other addiction that you do. Facebook is an addiction. you know, like people that are on it all the time. We all have addictions. I don't care who you are. Food can be an addiction and you don't think you're addicted to it. You know, we're not happy with ourselves. And so we're always trying to find something to do. The key is to try to sit in peace as much as you can. I mean, if you can go outside and sit under a tree all day, then you're in peace, aren't you? Like, if nobody's bothering you, or it's just the key. It's the key. Be in peace, be in oneness. That's the other thing. If you're like a child, we were like that when we were children. We were just sat in the oneness all the time. All the time. I had picnics with my friends. We would go on picnics and we were young. We'd just be in the oneness, or we'd lay out in the sun and look up at the clouds, or, you know, not the sun necessarily, but, or at night, you know, when you first start dating and you're looking out at the stars and things like that, you're just in the oneness. Be in the oneness. You don't have to meditate. You just have to stop yourself when you're judgmental, or you've got drama, or you're getting in someone else's drama. You know, keep to yourself. If it's not your business, then who cares? You know, even my kids, they got their own lives. If they're not getting cheated on or beaten on, I really don't care. They're adults. Right? Get inside yourself. Quit worrying about the outside. Quit worrying about the 3D. Quit worrying about what everybody else is doing. It's not important. Who cares about politics? It's not important. What's that got to do with you in the oneness, in the moment? Are you poor and you can't pay the rent and it's due tomorrow? It sucks. It's stressful. Do what you can and figure out what you can. But the more that you just stay in the oneness, God will bring that rent money to you. I mean, I can tell you so many stories over the last 2 years of just what I call free money coming to me and the rest of my family. That should not be happening. Some of it, yeah. But it comes when you really need it, not just when you want it. I'm sorry you're behind in bills. I've been behind in bills my whole life. That's the way it goes. It's stressful. I understand. But if you stay in the oneness, something could say, hey, stop. When you're right by a speedway, pull over, play 847. It's happened to me a few times. The more you're not stressed, and I know it's hard, the more you don't worry about your pain, and I